In May of 2017, I purchased a Cub Cadet yard tractor, lawnmower, and snowblower combination. Upon the first snowfall, we realized the snowblower was totally ineffective. It was a serious design issue. The belts kept slipping. There was nothing that could be done to get it to work. Cub Cadet refused to do anything other than send me to a repair facility that would take anywhere from 4 to 6 months to look at it or even try to fix it. Right now, we're in the middle of winter. I need a snowblower now. Well, I'm over 60 years old, and my girlfriend and I decided it's about time we stopped pushing lawnmowers and particularly stopped pushing snowblowers around. So back around May or June of 2017, I decided I was going to buy a lawn tractor setup and looking for one that had a snowblower on it. And having dealt with Cub Cadet in the past, I felt, they might be a company to go with. So we searched around for a couple of different vendors and settled with Tractor Supply Company, which is a well-known vendor. And we bought a complete Cub Cadet tractor with a 46-inch mower deck and a 46-inch snowblower attachment. Obviously, we had no chance to test out the snowblower in May, June, or August. So back in early December, we finally hooked up the snowblower because we knew snow was coming. The first couple of inches of snow, it seemed to be okay, but the second snowstorm, which was about 5 inches of soft, fluffy, powdery snow, every time we tried to take a full width cut of snow, the snowblower itself just bogged right down and stopped. And what it turns out was that the belt, the main drive belt, which is 108 inches long, was slipping like crazy. So I put the thing up on the jack in the back of my yard, got underneath it, checked, everything was set up correctly, all the pins were tight, belt adjustments were all, and tried it again, and it kept failing repeatedly every time we got more than a little bit of snow into the augers. One of the things I was noticing was that the motor never slowed down when the auger stopped. Now normally in a regular snowblower, if something's bogging the system down or binding, the engine slows down. Well, in this case, the engine didn't slow down at all, which told me that the main belt for the snowblower is slipping and it's not dragging down on the motor. I used to design and engineer exercise machinery, powered equipment, so I have a little bit of background in this. So I started looking at it, and what it appears is that the main drive belt goes around a sheave underneath the tractor, and there is not enough surface area between that sheave or pulley and the belt to keep the belt from slipping under even the easiest of conditions. The other thing it appears is that they never took into account that once the augers are rotating, it has to push the column of snow up and out of the chute. Now that column of snow was roughly 6 inches in diameter and could weigh 10 or 15 pounds at a time when you're pushing a lot of snow. So after several tests and being able to prove that in fact, yes, it was because the belt was slipping, I contacted Tractor Supply and they suggested, well, see if you can find a new belt. I checked all over New England, and the only place I found that had a belt in stock was a commercial Cub Cadet dealer over in outside of Barrington, New Hampshire. So I went over and bought the belt, which cost me $100 out of my pocket, put the thing on, and the exact same problem was happening. It was slipping on that drive pulley or the drive sheave, the exact same location that was the first time. So that proved to me it wasn't the belt, it was a design issue. They should have used a wider belt, not a 5/8 inch. They should have used a 3/4 or a 1 inch belt, or they should have used a toothed or cogged belt setup, or even a drive chain. But instead, they've got a belt drive problem. I started looking online to see if there was any solution. And with just the first search that I did, looking up Cub Cadet tractor snowblower attachments, I found in literally 1 minute more than 100 claims online of the exact same issue that people have been having for several years with this system. Subsequently, I contacted one of the staff managers at Cub Cadet MTD. MTD now owns Cub Cadet, and it took him about 2 weeks to have one of his underlings contact me back. Their suggestion was just replace the drive belt. When I told them that I'd already done that, and then explained what we found out to be the problem, it was several days later I got an email back that they were arranging to have a repair facility in Londonderry, New Hampshire, to take care of fixing it. Could I bring the machine up to them? And my response was, well, I really don't have access to a way of getting it. And they said, well, the company can come down and pick it up. It'll be 2 to 3 weeks before they can pick it up. And they figured it'll be 4 to 6 weeks before they can get at it and look at it and fix it. Which means maybe March, maybe April, I'd have my $2,000 snowblower possibly running, possibly not. What I want from them is I want an updated snowblower setup that actually works to go on my tractor. As I said before, I'm 62 years old. I've had a broken back. I've got multiple nerve damages, and pushing lawnmowers and pushing snowblowers is not in the future for me. I don't have a big piece of property. We don't have a big driveway, but I bought the tractor so that I could comfortably go out and do what I need to do. Cub Cadet failed me on that. I'd like to see them redesign the system so that it works and replace it.